He who was a billionaire had specially cooked noodles for her but purposely said he had cooked too much. The starving her stood on tiptoe and asked him what he was making. He said it was his carefully made special noodles and said there happened to be an extra bowl. The proud and stubborn her naturally sat down in front of him. He immediately handed her the tableware. She who was already starving pretended not to be hungry and said she was only eating because he had enthusiastically invited her. He didn't expose her clumsy act and only awaited her review, but she only took one bite and said it tasted amazing. His heart was very happy but he still lowered his head to hide his true feelings. It turned out that the first time he had made noodles for her they were undercooked. He who was shy thanked her for the compliment. She curiously asked if he who was a wealthy man learned things this quickly. He only answered not really and she didn't press further. She had no idea that he had been learning to make this bowl of noodles for 2 months. All his spare time was spent studying recipes. In the evening she sneaked into his room. He who was working immediately noticed her. She who was bored asked if he knew she was a photographer. He immediately replied yes, so she asked if he wanted to see her work, but he immediately answered that he hadn't seen it. In fact, he had already seen all her work and had even fallen in love with her because of her talent. She who didn't know any of this excitedly went to get her portfolio. When she excitedly shared stories from her shoots with the him she liked, she still didn't realize that the man in front of her had already fallen deeply in love with her.